That's right, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a collab hosted by Molly Purcell and I'm Merely Melissa. I'm going to have both their channels linked down below along with a link to the playlist that corresponds to the collab so that once you've finished watching my video, you can see what all my friends made as well. And the theme for this collab is Crocktober. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're an old friend, you already know I'm pretty much obsessed with my crock pot, my Instant Pot, all of these like dump and go type situations, and I actually have a huge playlist on my channel just with these types of recipes. So I'm going to go ahead and post that up here in the corner. I'm also going to have it linked in the description box below so that you can check it out and get some more crock pot inspiration if you so desire. Now I know we're still in October, but I've got the holidays on my mind, right? And so when I was choosing a recipe to share with y'all today, I thought what would make a great, hearty, warming recipe for autumn, but also would be great for a theme of sort of like Thanksgiving, using up Thanksgiving leftovers. And I settled on this creamy turkey soup that happens to be paleo. So I'm about to show you how to make it if you're starting with everything from scratch, like you're starting with your fresh turkey and all your veggies, etc. But if you wanted to use leftover turkey, say from Thanksgiving, you could skip the crock pot part altogether. I know that that no longer makes it a crock pot meal, but you can skip that bit altogether and just put your turkey, your veggies, etc. in a pot. Bring everything up to warm, throw in the finishing touches, and you can have a quick, yummy, hearty soup and a way to use up all those Thanksgiving leftovers without it feeling stale, you know? You can only have so many plates of turkey stuffing and mashed potatoes before you're just like, ah. This dish is super easy to throw together, barely any hands-on time at all, and it is going to be so filling because there are so many veggies in here. It's really nutritious. I think you're gonna love it. So now with all that being said, let's jump right into cooking, shall we? Alright pallies, as always we're going to begin with our ingredients. So we need 1.5 to 2 pounds of turkey breast or tenderloin. I have turkey breast tenderloin right here, and this is actually 1.5 pounds exactly. We also need 2 large carrots peeled and sliced, or 2 cups worth. I've got these here that I needed to do something with anyways, so I figure I'm gonna just go ahead and use these so that they have a purpose in life. 1 yellow onion chopped, or 1.5 cups worth. I think this is about it, so I'm gonna use this entire 10-ounce container. 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I typically try to avoid the jarred stuff, but I figured, again, for ease, this is gonna be the best way to go. So 2 tablespoons of that. 4 cups of chicken broth. I've got chicken bone broth here. This brand is the Public Store brand, but it's their organic kind of offshoot. This one is definitely gluten-free, etc. So this is why I'm using that. You could also make your own. I have a recipe for making your own chicken bone broth in your Instant Pot that's really, really easy, and I make it like 2 or 3 times a month around here. So I'll post that in the corner, and I'm also going to put it in the description box on the bottom there. You need either 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme or 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and 2 bay leaves. You guys know that when it comes to spices, I just keep going and going until the ancestors say to stop. So those are approximations, I guess. Do it to taste. 1 cup of canned full-fat coconut milk. This is the Whole Foods brand. I really like it because it doesn't clump up like a lot of other milks do. So I'm going to be using a cup of that. By the way, don't mind my hands. My son and I were doing tie-dye yesterday and I'm still kind of dealing with the after effects. 2 cups of kale, dinosaur kale, any kind of kale you want. Make sure you remove the stems and chop them up. So if you were using it whole, it would be about 6 whole leaves. I'm got this whole bag here, so I'm just going to grab a fistful until it looks right. And then completely optionally, so I may or may not even do this step, it depends on how thick you want your soup. If you're sticking to paleo, you would take 2 tablespoons of arrowroot flour and 2 tablespoons of water. and make like a slurry so that you can add to the soup at the end to thicken it up. I didn't want to buy arrowroot just for this recipe, so I would be using, if I'm using it, some cornstarch. So 2 tablespoons of cornstarch or 2 tablespoons of arrowroot flour if you're trying to stay to paleo. For our recipe today, I'm going to place my turkey into the slow cooker. I'm going to add the carrots, onion, celery, garlic, broth, all of our spices, and the coconut milk. And I'm going to cook everything on low for 6 to 7 hours. You have the option to do it on high as well for 3 to 4 hours. Alright, Pallies, it's been 4 hours. This smells absolutely amazing. And I am now going to try to fish out my turkey so that we can, oh, this smells so nice, so we can tear it up with some forks. My tenderloin came in 2 pieces, so that's what I'm fishing out right now. Oh, and that's shredding up so nicely. That's perfect. Okay. I can't say enough about how incredible it smells in here right now. All those herbs and the veggies, and I can even sort of smell the sweetness from the coconut milk. This is going to be so good. Yeah, this is not giving me like any resistance whatsoever. I was worried that since I did it on high, the meat might remain a little bit like tougher, but not whatsoever, not in the slightest. Look at that. So now this is going to go back into the pot, just like that. Give it a little stir in there. And now we're going to get our kale. If you are interested in thickening your soup, this is the time where you'd throw your slurry in. I kind of like that it's a little bit brothy, because I feel like that's going to help me appreciate the texture of all the vegetables better. So I'm going to actually forego the arrowroot or cornstarch situation here. That's probably more kale than I need, but I think it's going to be awesome. Just going to mix this in a bit, and we're going to cover this up again and give it maybe 30 minutes so that the kale can cook down some, start to wilt, and we will be ready to serve. This soup is creamy, it's savory, it's hearty. You really can't go wrong, and you're getting such a great nutritional boost from all the veggies. It is a fantastic recipe all year round, but especially during the Thanksgiving season. Alright friends, there you have my crock-pot creamy turkey soup. It was so good. It really didn't need it, but if you wanted to be even heartier, you could definitely throw some cooked rice in here as well, and that'll add a whole other layer of flavor and texture, and again make it a lot heartier. But the flavors were spot on. It was really easy to throw together and just let it ride until the very end. And also a great way to use up your leftovers and even any extra veggies you might have laying around that you don't know what else to do with. If you decide to try this recipe for yourself, I would love for you to come on back and let me know how you liked it. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here and watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell, because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!